So here we are, it's a quick tour of the bird room this morning. We've got 45 breeding cages arranged in 5 rows of 9. The maximum I would use at any one time would probably be 36, so I just don't have the time to do any more. But you can see in each breeding cage we have, let's have a look. So we have water, we have a finger draw for soft food, we have 2 finger draws, one with Murphy's Minerals on the left hand side, and one with Cuyten by Vita red pigeon minerals on the right hand side. And then we've got seed bowl, which is mixed with a countrywide vam mixed with superior growth. Okay, and that provides most of the nutrition that we need. The water pours out Avigold Ultimate in there, and at certain times of the year I'll add Zocal calcium and vitamin E with D3 in there as well. I find the hens have good eggshells, good clutches, and yeah, no problems. One other thing you might have noticed, I use inside nest boxes. These just sit on the bottom perch, and it also doubles up to provide a chick hide underneath. So when the chicks do come out of the box, they can go underneath there, get a bit of added protection from the parents for a few days if that's what's needed, and they can still continue to feed and things like that. What I'll also do, if I just transfer around here, as soon as the chicks start settling up, I'll introduce some red millet, which I soak in iodine and F10, and this has the result of picking up the water with the iodine in it, which is good for general metabolism. I did read that somewhere there was a shortage of iodine in birds that were given autopsy, so a couple of hours in there is sufficient, but by the time I mix it and give it to the birds, it's normally in for at least 6 hours or so. And also youngsters leaving the box and youngsters which are separated from their parents for the first time, yeah, that's great, because not only does it give them something that they recognise and they enjoy eating, but it's also getting moisture into them as well, which stops them from being dehydrated. So as we go along, the way I've got the bird room organised is I have these cages built in, drawers at the bottom with containers in for extra stuff. I have a small kitchen area with a sink, hot water heater, and also the stuff that I have to hand all of the time is the Avigold Advance, which I mentioned earlier. This you probably can't see in here, but it's got basically a huge number of minerals and vitamins in there, so it's a great product, I think. I always have the Zocal, which I mentioned earlier, which is the calcium and vitamin D additive. I always have the Necton E, which is sort of a fertility vitamin, and it's great to give it in a few weeks running up to breeding, which gets the cockbirds fit. I also have some eucalyptus spray, which acts as an antibacterial, but I just spray it in the bird room occasionally. It smells nice. And then for emergencies, I have triple C antibiotic. Okay. And I've also got an antibiotic Oreomycin, which is an eye drop. Okay. And that deals with the common sort of issues that crop up. To be honest, it doesn't happen that often, but if it does, you've got things already there. The other thing down here, I always have a mixture made up of avian insect liquidator. Cages and boxes get sprayed with that, and also the birds every couple of weeks. I always have a made up bottle of F10, which is antibacterial and antiviral. And I also always have a made up container of Smite, which gets sprayed. I use it as a general cleaner for everything really, but it just gets sprayed when I'm cleaning cages and flights, and that gets them. I also have a pen marking eggs and nest boxes information. A pair of tweezers, sometimes when I get the birds out, I like to do their spots, and a pair of scissors. The radio's off at the moment. It's just on a timer, comes on at various points of the day. And along here I have the key things that I use all the time. So Murphy's Minerals, which I mentioned, the Columbine Vita, probiotics which I use in the soft food. I have bee pollen, which is powder. This is as well, but it's granules, the powder easy to use. A pinhead oats, which is used in the soft food. Breed max, which I use in the soft food. And wheat germ, which I use in the soft food as well. This is a handy container of drawers, which I keep all the knickknacks in. It's stuff that you kind of often looking for, like ring cutters, and a couple of false eggs and stuff like that. Okay. So turning round, I've got a display cage up here, which is handy as well. It's got no front on it. I take the birds and put them in it and have a look. It's really easy to use because there's been no cage front on it. I just pop them on a perch, and the birds all get used to it. They don't fly away. Well, most of them don't anyway. I also have to look where there's one extractor fan, which is on 24 hours a day. There's another one down the other end of the bird room, down that end, and they're on permanently, and couldn't do without those. So it makes a big difference for dust and things. Moving down here, sorry, I've got I've got an air vac up there, which takes air that's just floating in the air generally. I've got another air vac down there which captures stuff from the flights, and I've got some more display cages, and also a notepad which is handy. I'm always writing on it. You can see I've got some pairings there. I've got details on numbers and stuff like that. Nothing that important, but stuff like just handy to keep in my mind. And then down here I've got 4 flights. I've got retained cocks. Most of these are sort of semi-surplus now because I've got the main ones paired up. But I don't know if you can really see any because the light is really bright today. So 2 cocks in there. I will be pairing some of these up. Give an idea. Not a bad pie there, actually. I've also got a youngster here that I brought in from Marone. I just put him there, he is, just feathering up. Nice, it's going to be nice bird that. And in the flights I have open water dishes which get changed every day at least. A couple there. These ones need changing today. I've got just mixed feed in with the cocks and with the oats in there. And you can see, try not to overcrowd the birds so they've got a decent amount of space, which I think reduces stress for them as well. I'll have a few sort of natural perches put up like this, which the birds like as well. Down here, I've got young birds, so basically foreheads. Just a few in there at the moment because there's a few to go in, they're just coming through. And then in the other 2 flights, I've got the hens which haven't been paired up yet. These are the adults or older hens. I don't know if you can see any there, a few Lutinos, 3 spangles, lots of openings. You can see the cocks and the hens talk to each other through the holes, which is good. Sometimes it gives you an idea who's in condition and who's not. They're asleep, most of them. Then under here I've got the young hens. Which is just getting adult plumage now. They'll be ready to consider for selection soon. Oh, they're alright. And then you see back down the other end of the bird room, I've got another flight down here, which I didn't have until recently, and I've just started using this for surplus birds. So it's, I used to have a big sort out and then it was just like too big of a task, but now I just put them in as I go, and that's what I've decided to do. So most of these are slightly older or hens that I've used, or youngsters that I'm not going to make a grade. There's a golden faced cock there from the Millers, which has bred loads of really good birds for me. That's just, I mean, still filling everything. It's just, I've got better sons than that now. That's just sort of time to move them on. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So that's about it really. Quick tour of the bird room. Hope you like it. Hope it's informative. I wish it was a bit wider, but I quite like it and it does me on the moment. Thanks.